The other day, I got a tool in the mail that is going to completely change the way that I am capable of shooting video. Just before Christmas, this little bit of magic got dropped at my doorstep, and I am absolutely overjoyed to be able to finally make this video. So what have we got here today? This is a Ronin S with a focus motor 2006, and I have been waiting for this focus motor to come out since I got the Ronin S. And long before, actually, because they showed some demos of the Ronin S with a follow focus when they very first started releasing footage of this stuff. But this guy is so far very impressive. It does exactly what it promises to do. You plug it right into the front and plug it into the side there, and all you have to do to get it set up is you hit the button here, or the button here twice, 2 times. 1, 2, and it cycles the full range of motion on whatever gear you have the lens on. It finds the end and then backs itself off, and then it's ready to go. And it's very sensitive to motion. Super responsive. Or really quick. I'm utterly thrilled. So one of the things about it that I'm not super thrilled about, though, is true to form, DJI didn't include a lot of instructions with this. Basically just showed you putting it together, and it referred to a couple of parts that I didn't have. The setup that I have now is not probably what people are going to be typically using. This is attached directly to the plate on the Ronin S, the quick release plate. So it has a single screw going in the front here. So it's not really the best solution. This could wiggle around a little bit. When you're wrenching on this thing sort of hard, you can actually see the camera wiggle up and down a little bit. I don't know if you can see that or not, but not ideal if you're doing anything kind of harsh with it. And I could imagine on a larger lens that could be an even more exaggerated problem. How do you fix it? Well, you buy their riser attachment, which I didn't even fucking know about. The riser attachment is literally just a little base plate, spaces it out about this far, and it has 2 points of attachment on the rail mount here instead of 1, because this thing just has a single screw in the front there. It also would save you from doing what I did here, running this post, this 15mm rod backwards in order to get the focus motor where it needs to be. So I have ordered one of those, but DJI didn't make it entirely clear that that was something that should be expected. Now, one thing that I've noticed here, and there's no real documentation about it, let me switch modes, is that we have F, I, and Z, which I'm assuming means focus, iris, and zoom, which means you could potentially, I think, have 2 of these to 3 of these running, and I wouldn't be too stunned if this focus motor setup actually ends up getting utilized on some other future DJI projects, simply because it has 3 modes. So yeah, I think this is going to be an absolute game changer. First of all, because this thing will finally be able to use cinema mount lenses. These are SLR Magics, so they're nice and compact. They're still very heavy, but you'll be able to use anything from the Rockin' On Zines, Zeiss CPs, these little SLR Magics, whatever you want on this damn thing. And it included a kit of 2 of these DJI style focus ring attachments, so you can use them on all of the cameras, which is unfortunately a very large list, that do not use the native focus control ring. Canon, Sony's, Nikon's, anything else other than Panasonic's inexplicably. I'm happy because I'm a Panasonic user, but plenty of people are really going to want to use this, and I will be doing some testing in a little bit here to see what it's like using these guys, because I've had really mixed results, even using just manual focus wheels with these kinds of things. For $169, you get the focus motor, the power cable, and all this mounting hardware. You get a second longer rod extension, which would put it far enough off the camera you could pretty easily rig up one of the like Ronin Z's or some of the bigger cinema lenses. This is looks like a 6-inch, and this is, I think, a 3-inch post, 15mm post, and they're unthreaded on the center, and they're made out of aluminum. The only other notes I would have is you get 2 of these in the kit with it, and of course, you know, a kind of vague product manual, which starts by saying, "Congratulations on purchasing your new DJI Osmo product." There's also a bevy of other cool little accessories that they released at the same time, like this guy, which is a hot shoe or a cold shoe mount in order to stabilize the top of the camera. I think that this is actually going to come in handy to prevent this wiggle that I'm talking about. And then of course, if you have a taller or heavier camera setup, like I shoot with a 1DX Mark II on here occasionally with L series lenses, and that thing is an absolute mammoth, super tall, and could really benefit from this. It wiggles an awful lot, even fully strapped down, because it's only got that one point of connection at the bottom. I will be getting one of the risers in the mail when it comes off a pre-order, so I'm looking forward to showing you guys some of the results. So far, I've been really impressed with the control that it's allowed me to have with this SLR Magic 50mm, and this is a T.95, so it's a razor thin depth of field that you really can't use unless you can adjust the focus while you're running around with it. Like on a run and gun situation, these lenses are sort of useless, even though I think they're really beautiful. So yeah, I'll throw in a few examples here.
I hope we can finally fight without any distractions now.
How do you know the Muju style?
Fate is a fascinating thing. The Muju style would be something that I alone am the master of.
So I'm Graham with MRC Multimedia. I appreciate you guys stopping by and taking a look at what I had to show you today, and hopefully I will have more of this in the very near future. I have shot way more than I can possibly edit, and I work 2 jobs, so I don't have an enormous amount of time to do this, but I do like to help out other aspiring videographers and anybody who's thinking about buying this equipment before they dive in. So subscribe if you want to see more Micro Four Thirds and mirrorless stuff, as well as gimbals, lights, and basically anything else, external recorders, etc., etc. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.